Your favorite duo is back, and maybe we're not your favorite duo, but one way or another, we're back. We're back. Do or die tonight for the Halifax Thunderbirds against the Toronto Rock, and for the Toronto Rock against the Halifax Thunderbirds as well. One and done. This game obviously has huge implications. Halifax Thunderbirds won the season series 2-1, but the Toronto Rock are the hottest team in the NLL right now. Ashley, where did the turning point come for this club?
I think it might have been the loss to Halifax, if we're talking about Toronto.
Yeah.
I think it might have been the overtime loss to Halifax right here on this floor at First Ontario Centre. They had started to implement some more strategic things on the back end, some more game film, and some of the players that I've spoken to said things kind of clicked for them, even though the result was not what they wanted, and then they went on a run since then. They've been fantastic through April, and you know what? Halifax did stumble, as you well know, in March. It was a bad month for them, quite frankly. But the fight, the ability to get up off the mat and kind of punch back and salvage their April to get to this one and done game, that speaks volumes about the resiliency of the Halifax group too. Yeah,
I have to say, being around this club today, you can tell that the confidence is still there. Although they did kind of stumble the second half of the season, they still feel very confident that they can take down this Toronto Rock team, as they have done twice this season. Yeah. What vibe are you getting when you go and talk to the players on the team? I saw you having a chat with Graham Hossick there.
Yeah, I was talking to Haas. I was talking to Billy D a little bit before. You know, everyone's all smiles as per usual. Cody Jamieson leading the way in practice. A couple little dance moves here and there that actually I didn't know that he had. So go ahead, Cody. But yeah, I was asking Haas, you know, kind of tongue in cheek, because I know no one likes to make predictions. What do you think the prediction of this game is going to be? He's just like, we're going to win.
Yeah.
Like, okay, thanks, enough said. Like, they are absolutely confident that they can, and that's the one thing about do or die one and done games, is that it can be anyone's game at any given time. It just depends on who shows up.
I think one of the biggest things, what we're going to be looking at tonight in terms of who shows up, is each of these netminders.
Yeah.
Because we have seen flashes of brilliance from Warren Hill. He was fantastic at the start of the season.
Yep.
Nick Rose has been great down the stretch. Each goaltender has kind of been known to have, you know, their fantastic game, but also their off night. So I think it really depends on who brings their A game this evening.
Yeah, I think with Warren, when he's on his game, he is suffocating. There is just no space in the net. It's almost like the net shrinks 5 sizes, and he's just looming when he's on his game. For Nick, I think one of the things that makes him so special is his big playability. We've seen for years, out of nowhere, just timely saves that can really turn things around. Warren, you know, has kind of been in and out of the lineup since he was out and put on the COVID protocol list. He did get a little bit of a bump on his knee and against the game in Calgary, Mike Kersey was saying before, but the coaching staff and obviously the team have the utmost faith that he is going to take them where they want to go tonight.
Yeah, one other thing about Warren, and I've heard this from head coach Mike Kersey a few times this season, when he's smiling, when he's able to brush things off, when he's having a good time, he is on the top of his game. So that's what you're going to be looking for tonight. In between the pipes, big smiles. And if we got smiles on this bench, this team is going to be successful. How about the star players for either side? I think Halifax is a little bit more by committee. We've seen more of a balanced scoring effort. Clark Peterson leading the way in that regard. But, you know, the rest of the players kind of do chip in by committee. For Toronto, you've got a better idea of this club. You've been around them quite a bit. Who does Halifax need to shut down this evening?
Well, Tom Schreiber, first and foremost. He has 47 goals this season, which is tied with 2 other players in the league, but he's played 2 less games than Joe Rezateris, for example. So he has the most goals per game on average, but also sneaky Dan Craig.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he's somebody who's overlooked a ton. His demeanor is very low-key and casual. His game is not flashy, but he has been finding the back of the net in bundles so far, towards the end of the season in particular. Plus, he's a maniac with the loose balls as well.
Well, this game goes 7 p.m. Eastern. It is on TSN 1, I believe, for the first time this season.
Let's go.
It is going to be a great one. Be sure to tune in. You can also tune in online for those going digital on TSN Direct.
Why did you say online?
Online.
La-di-da.
In the meantime, here's some great drone footage of Hamilton.